Hi everyone, this is Donny Lowy from Closeout Today I'd like to discuss with you why brands will often not sell their products on a wholesale basis to individual retailers and what you can do about it. So it all starts like this. A brand wants to control their product image. They want to have their brand established and they want their brand to have a certain reputation. Whether it's right or not, they want to see their merchandise only being sold in certain channels. So, for instance, let's say if you want to carry Levi's clothing, so you have to fill out an application to be able to buy from them. And from what I understand, they will actually, come to your store or they want to see pictures of your store to verify if they feel that your store would be a good place for their merchandise to be sold. Now, you might think that, look, they're going to want their merchandise sold in as many places as possible. But here's the thing. Levi's wants to keep up the image of their product, so they don't want their product to be sold in a place that will potentially tarnish the image of their product. Now, I personally feel that, individual retailers, mom and pop shops are the best places to sell brand name merchandise because this way the brands are getting exposure directly to the customers who are going to be the buyers, right? Who are going to be sharing on social media their feelings about the brand. But, it is what it is. So what do you do if a brand doesn't want to sell you clothing directly? One thing you could do is you could go out into the market and look for closeouts by that brand. You want to make sure that the closeouts are authentic, right? Because you want to make sure that whatever you're buying is real. Otherwise, you're not going to be in the best situation. Assuming that you did your research and you found a closeout where the brand is authentic, then you can carry it in your store, but keep a receipt from whoever you bought it from and make sure that whoever you bought it from had permission to sell it to you. Another option is to buy department store overstock. My warehouse specializes in department store overstock. If you go to my website, closeoutexplosion.com, you'll see a lot of brand name merchandise, which is overstock from an American department store, and it's also overstock and closeouts from brands and from special opportunity buys and other types of closeout purchases. And the good thing about department store overstock is that the department store bought that merchandise from the brand names. They got really nice merchandise and it is authentic and it's by the brands which you're interested in. Now you're able to buy that clothing, for example, at below the regular wholesale price because the department store wants to clear out those goods. Let's say the season is over or they have too much of a certain product. They want to recover some of the money they spent in buying those products. So the department store will sell it at a below wholesale price to a closeout business like my business, and then I will sell it in turn at a below wholesale price as well to retailers that buy the merchandise from me. So with the example of a mom and pop shop that wants to sell Levi's clothing and they cannot set up an account with Levi's, then they could go to a closeout warehouse like my warehouse and see if there is overstock jeans, let's say, or overstock clothing that is by Levi's and buy that clothing at a below wholesale price and sell it at their store. The trade-off will be that it will be either from a previous season or it might be a slightly different color or style that the retailer had in mind. But you know what? People love brands, and if you could sell clothing in your store or online that might have gone out in the market, let's say a month or 2 or 3 months ago, or let's say a year ago, and if you're okay with that, then it's a great opportunity. Usually department store overstock is anywhere, from what I've seen, anywhere from 3 months to up to a year behind. So if the styles work for you, that's great. Some people really don't mind if it's, let's say, clothing that was sold in a department store 2 months ago, and some people might. So you have to know your customer. But from what I've seen from my experience, if it's a Tahari dress and it's a beautiful Tahari dress, people will buy it, whether Tahari put it out on the market last month or 3 months ago or even 6 months ago. And that's why there are a lot of customers who buy department store overstock from me. All right, my website is closeoutexplosion.com. I'd love to see you at the warehouse. Have a great day.